O divine creator, architect of my inmost being, before the universe knew my name, you knew my soul. I come to you today, not with the strength of a warrior, but with the last flicker of a flame threatening to be extinguished. My voice is a whisper, my spirit is weary, and the path ahead is shrouded in a fog of doubt and despair. They say to keep going, but my feet are made of lead. They say to be strong, but my heart is fractured. I stand at the edge of giving up, looking into a void that promises a bitter peace. It is in this place of utter desperation that I call out to you, guided by the ancient words of a king who also knew the depths of the human heart. Answer me, Lord, for my spirit fails. Do not hide your face from me, for in your presence is the very breath I need to survive. Lord, the psalmist says, you have searched me and you know me. He says, you know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. Today, I feel profoundly misunderstood by the world. My smile hides a war, my silence conceals a storm, and my I'm fine is the heaviest lie I carry. But you, O God, you see through it all. You perceive the thoughts I cannot even articulate. You see the chaos within me, the tangled threads of fear, disappointment, and exhaustion, and you are not intimidated. You do not turn away. While others see the surface, you search the heart. You know the weight of the burdens I carry, the secret anxieties that steal my sleep, the silent tears that fall when no one is watching. There is a strange comfort in being so completely known. I don't have to pretend with you. I don't have to perform. I can bring my brokenness, my frustration, my anger, and lay it bare before your throne. You knew I would be here at this very precipice. You knew this moment would come when the fight felt too great. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. Before a word is on my tongue, you, Lord, know it completely. And so, I stop trying to explain myself. I stop trying to justify this feeling of defeat. I simply stand before you, the God who searches and knows. Look at me, Lord. See the weariness in my soul. See the cracks in my faith. And in your seeing, let there be mercy. In your knowing, let there be grace. You are not a distant God, surprised by my weakness. You are a God who is intimately familiar with my every path, and that is my first fragile hope. Remind me that I am seen, not to be judged, but to be understood. Let the reality of being known by you be the first thread that pulls me back from the edge. The psalmist asks, where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? He imagines the highest heavens and the deepest depths, the wings of the dawn and the far side of the sea. Even there, he declares, your hand will guide me, your right hand will hold me fast. Lord, I confess, I have tried to flee, not to the heavens, but into the darkness. I have sought refuge in distraction, in numbness, in the quiet corners of my own despair. I've tried to outrun the pain, to hide from the light, because the darkness felt safer, less demanding. I have said, surely the darkness will hide me and the light become night around me. I have courted the shadows, believing they could conceal my failure, my sorrow, my shame. I have sought the oblivion of giving up, thinking it was a place where your call to hope could not reach me. But your word declares a breathtaking truth. Even the darkness will not be dark to you. The night will shine like the day, for darkness is as light to you. My hiding place is not hidden from you. The abyss I fear is illuminated by your presence. The loneliness I feel is a lie, for even when I feel most alone, I am not alone. You are there. In the depths of my depression, you are there. In the heart of my anxiety, you are there. In the valley of my surrender, you are there. Your presence is not a spotlight seeking to expose my flaws, but a gentle, pervasive light that refuses to let me be consumed by the shadows. Even here, on the brink of quitting, your hand is upon me. Even now, as my fingers lose their grip, your right hand holds me fast. I cannot escape you, not because you are a warden, but because you are a father who will not abandon his child in the dark. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. This changes everything. It means there is no place so dark, no pit so deep, that your love cannot find me. Let this truth anchor me. Let it be the ground beneath my feet when all other ground has given way. I am not lost. I am simply in a dark place that is as light to you. Guide me out, Lord, hold me fast, for you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful, I know that full well. Lord, it is so hard to believe these words today. I look in the mirror and I see failure, I see weakness, I see someone who is not enough. The world has told me what I should be, and I have fallen short. My own heart has condemned me for my mistakes, for my lack of progress, for my persistent struggles. I do not feel wonderful, I feel defective. I feel like a project that was started with promise, but is now destined for the scrap heap. The thought of giving up is born from this lie, the lie that my life is a mistake. But your word speaks a different truth. It says I was knit together. It speaks of intention, of care, of artistry. It says my frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. You did not create me to fail. You did not weave me together with threads of despair. You made me fearfully and wonderfully. Now that means with reverence, with distinction, with awe. Help me, Holy Spirit, to see myself through your eyes. For a moment, quiet the voices of criticism, both internal and external, and let me hear your verdict. You are the artist. I am your creation. A broken vase is still the work of the potter. A damaged painting is still the work of the master. My brokenness does not nullify my creation. My cracks do not erase the signature of the divine artist who made me. You saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. This means my life is not an accident. This day, this very struggle, was known to you. It is not a surprise that disrupts your plan. It is a chapter in a story that you have already written. If I am a thought in your mind, then I have purpose. If I am a word in your book, then I have meaning. I was not made to be discarded. I was made for a purpose, woven with love and destined for glory. Let this truth be a balm to my soul. Let it be the reason I take one more breath, one more step. I am not junk. I am your wonderful work. How precious to me are your thoughts, O God. How vast is the sum of them. Were I to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. When I awake, I am still with you. My thoughts toward myself are cruel today, Lord. They are thoughts of defeat, of worthlessness, of hopelessness. My mind is a battlefield, and I am losing the war. The enemy's whispers sound like my own voice, telling me to give up, that no one cares, that it will never get better. These thoughts are a heavy cloak, smothering the light. They are a torrent, and I am drowning. But you, my God, have thoughts toward me, and they are precious, they are vast. They outnumber the grains of sand on every shore. While I am obsessing over one single thought of failure, you are thinking countless thoughts of love, of grace, of purpose toward me. While I am convinced of my own ruin, your thoughts are of redemption. While I am planning my exit, your thoughts are of my future. Oh, the sheer magnitude of this promise. If I could only grasp a single one of your thoughts toward me, it would be enough to silence 1,000 of my own. Your thoughts are not like my thoughts. Your ways are not like my ways. You do not see me through the lens of my latest failure. You see me through the lens of the cross. You see me robed in righteousness. You see me as your beloved child. I choose right now, as an act of will, to reject the tyranny of my own toxic thinking. I choose to believe that your thoughts toward me are real, even when I cannot feel them. I choose to believe they are precious, even when I feel worthless. I choose to believe they are vast, even when my hope is small. Let your thoughts be the tide that washes away the filth of my self-condemnation. Let them be the stars that overwhelm my personal darkness. And the promise continues, when I awake, I am still with you. This can mean waking from sleep in the morning, but today, Lord, let it mean something more. When I awake from this stupor of despair, when my eyes finally open to the truth, I will find that you have been here all along. I will find that your presence has been my constant companion, even when I was lost in the nightmare. The moment I turn back to the light, I will find you waiting. I'm never so far gone that your thoughts of love are not still there, more numerous than the sands. The psalm concludes with a courageous, terrifying prayer. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Lord, this is the prayer of surrender. After declaring who you are and who I am in you, the psalmist opens his heart for divine surgery. I want to be brave enough to pray this prayer. I am tempted to give up because I feel that the darkness within me is too strong. The offensive way, the way of doubt, the way of fear, the way of bitterness, the way of despair, feels like the only way left. I have walked it for so long, I'm not sure I know any other path. So, I invite you in. Search me. Shine your light into the corners I've kept hidden. Test me. Show me the root of these anxious thoughts that are choking the life out of me. Where did this desire to quit come from? What lie did I believe? What idol of control or comfort did I erect that has now come crashing down? See if there is any offensive way in me, any path that leads to death, any thought pattern that dishonors you, any root of unbelief that is poisoning my soul. This is a painful prayer. It requires honesty. It requires humility. But the purpose of your searching is not to condemn, but to lead. Lead me in the way everlasting. Lead me out of this cul-de-sac of despair. Lead me away from the cliff of giving up. Take my hand, like a father guiding a lost child, and place my feet back on the path of life, the path of purpose, the path that leads to you. My way leads to destruction. Your way leads to everlasting life. Today I renounce my own navigation. I surrender my broken compass. I'm lost, and I'm ready to be led, even if the way everlasting is narrow, even if it is steep, even if it requires me to leave things behind. Lead me in it. I don't want to live in this offensive way of unbelief anymore. I choose life. I choose your way. Search my heart, Lord, and then lead me home. O God of Psalm 139, my Maker, my witness, my guide, I have laid my heart bare before you. I came to this prayer on the verge of surrender, but your word has been a lifeline. You knew me before I was born. You are with me in the darkest valley. You made me with purpose and wonder. Your thoughts of love for me are infinite, and you have promised to lead me in the way of life. Now, Lord, I ask for the strength to believe it, not just to hear these words, but to live them. Clothe me with your armor. Let the truth that I am fearfully and wonderfully made be a shield against the arrows of worthlessness. Let the knowledge of your inescapable presence be a fortress against the siege of loneliness. Let the promise of your guidance be the lamp unto my feet. When the voice of despair whispers to me tomorrow, remind me of the vastness of your thoughts. When I feel unseen and forgotten, remind me that you have searched me and known me. When the darkness threatens to consume me, remind me that the night shines like the day to you. I do not ask for the struggle to vanish instantly. I ask for the strength to face it. I do not ask for an easy path. I ask for your hand to hold me on the difficult one. I am choosing here and now not to give up, not because I am strong, but because you are, not because I see the way, but because you have promised to lead me. Thank you for not letting me go. Thank you for being the God who pursues, the God who sees, the God who restores. I receive your strength, I receive your love, I receive your hope. This is my new beginning. A single step away from the edge, taken in your name. My story is not over, because you are its author, and you, the author of life, do not write stories of defeat for those who call on your name. To you who have journeyed through this prayer, your struggle is seen, and your pain is real. But the hope in these words is even more real. If you felt the touch of God's presence, the quiet reassurance that He is with you in the struggle, type "I will not give up" in the comments below as a declaration of faith for yourself and for others. Like this video and subscribe to this channel for more moments of prayer and reflection. Share this with someone you know who is fighting a hard battle. Sometimes a shared prayer is the rope that pulls someone out of the pit. Remember, you are not alone in this fight. The God who knit you together in secret is with you in your most public struggles and your most private pains. Hold on. He is holding on to you. Amen.